Greetings, everyone. Welcome to week 4. I've gotten a few questions across my EN 101 courses, and so I wanted to do a video recap of the last few weeks. I'm going to try my best to keep this short. So, the main menu, you have course documents. This is where you can find all of the course documents, including the empowered textbook. It has been broken down into parts and pieces because it's such a large document. So you want to get familiar with the course documents area. If you review the weeks, you will find in week 1, I gave you an overview. You are encouraged to start reviewing and getting used to Blackboard. So we've had roughly 3 weeks for you to ask questions about how Blackboard is organized. I welcome those questions, keep them coming, but the expectation is that people have done their due diligence to poke around. And remember, if you need help, you should use office hours or make an appointment. When making an appointment, you really need to let me know when you are available. So to make those appointments, or just to ask questions, you go to the virtual office. Yes, there are a lot of discussion threads, but these threads are there so that we can organize our offline conversations. If I did not have these threads, we would just pour comments in one gigantic area and try to figure out what people are talking about. And so that is why, at least in this area, there's so many discussion threads. And I even have one there for miscellaneous. So again, when you're making an appointment, make sure to include the times that you're available. That will make it a lot faster for me to check my calendar and respond to you with a time that I can meet. So I also just want to point out about contacting me. You are encouraged always to use the virtual office. This is so that we all can have a conversation. It's the best we can do to simulate a real-time discussion. Make an appointment. You can even call me. Now that shouldn't be your go-to because we're not hanging out buddies all the time. But if the other app methods aren't working, if you just want to reach me, I do answer my phone. So you can always consider, trying to reach me. If I'm available, I'll answer my phone. And call in during a reasonable time between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. You may just get me. It's worth a try because for some of you who've been contacting me via email, there's such a huge lag time, even 24 hours to 48 hours, a lag time between you're waiting for something. You will get a response a lot quicker using a virtual office, requesting an appointment, and making an appointment. You can have a standing appointment with me during the week, and also calling. Emails are still always welcome, because they are, sometimes you do need to talk to your instructor about stuff that's not course related, okay? So keeping that in mind, so week 1 was sort of the overview. Week 2, we started getting into some short assignments, and I think this was the week we got introduced to Project 1. So you've been working with Project 1 for week 2 and week 3. Please ask questions. If you can't find something when you are contacting me, more detail is better than less. Remember, I have more than one EN 101 course. So if you just say, hey, I don't understand how to submit the assignment, I don't know what you're talking about. So what's the interesting thing about this course is that everything you do is actually attached to your learning. If you send me an email, you're writing. Well, it's a writing course. One of the things you're learning in this first assignment is being detailed and descriptive and telling the story. You need those skills in everyday communications. So if I responded to you and asked you for more information, I'm literally asking you to apply the learning skills right now, just in communicating with me. So posting in the virtual office requires description and detail and sending emails. So this class is like learning no matter where you look. All right, so then last week you got into it. Was it last week? No, it was week 2 where you were asked to read chapters 1 and 2 and 3 from part 1 of the book, and you had to post all of that discussion board posting. And last week, Thursday, you were asked to submit your synthesis post. All of that is us simulating real-time conversation, and it's hard to do that offline. But writing is also about exchanging ideas, and we have to have some way of having communications. So you want to submit things on time, like this synthesis post. Yeah, I mean, there are some firm due dates, but something like, what have these on twice? Synthesis post. Oh, yeah, I just try to break things up for you. Now, of course, I mean, if there was a reason that you couldn't get this first synthesis post up and you posted all 3 of them by Sunday, I am really not that much of a stickler, but there are some other assignments that you must have on time. And that comes to the draft review, especially when you have to depend on other people for feedback. You just have to make these deadlines. So that's my sort of just skip overview of the last 3 weeks, and just encouraging people to use the methods to ask questions. And so to close out this overview, this sort of on the spot video, I just want to remind you of ways to contact. So there's asynchronous, that's offline, where you send something, you wait for me, I send something, I wait for you. It's not real time. And that can be challenging. But we do have some ways to do that around the clock. You can use the virtual office. This is going to create a learning forum for everyone. Yes, there's a lot of stuff there. Yes, you don't want to take the time to look through all those posted questions. But if you do, you may find that making that habit will get you the answers. And if you don't see your question or send me one, go ahead and post it and I will respond there. You also have appointments. This gets us into synchronous, right? Real-time interactions, and it's usually for individuals. Although sometimes I can make small group appointments, but it's usually one-on-one, and we use the phone audio. We can use the text thing feature on the Zoom and video. So we have some options there, but it is real time. Oops, it's not what I want. I want to go back. Go back. Sorry. And then there's the Zoom, right? I have office hours. You can call during those office hours. You can join the Zoom. That gets us real-time interactions. No one's waiting for someone to respond. And with Zoom, we can use audio, text, and video. Phone, individual, one-on-one, audio. Again, call during office hours. You can take the risk and call me anytime. If I'm not busy, I will answer. That shouldn't be your always go-to, but if you've tried these other methods, especially virtual office, go ahead and shoot me a phone call and I will answer if I'm not busy. And then of course, email gets us the asynchronous. It's a closed conversation, fewer people, usually just you and the instructor going back and forth. Now, when I get emails, if it's about something that is course related or assignment related, I may ask you to go and post that in Blackboard because other people would benefit from our exchange. So that's my overview for the last few weeks, and I hope this is helpful.